Hi everyone, welcome to Celestial Tarot, and the reason why I'm wearing the same outfit is because I'm gonna be very busy today, later on. I didn't sleep yet. This is like 12 a.m. in the morning on Eastern Standard Time in New York. And so I'm going to be making a few videos so that it comes out on time for you guys to watch while I'm away. So it may look like I didn't change my outfit, but I did. I am going to be apple picking, out with family. But like I said, you guys are as more important than anything else I do. And so I will always make sure that I have content for you guys to watch, always. With that being said, I do want you to comment stuff in the description below for any suggestions that you have, because I do have, I may be getting surgery. Almost 99% certain I will get surgery because of my shoulder, and so I may be out of recording on YouTube for at least a good month. And so I want to make sure I have enough almost content so you guys can watch 1 month worth of YouTube. So I want to make sure that I can have enough, but I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what to write. So the main point of this entire video is that I'm going to be talking about Pete Buttigieg. I kept hearing, I was like saying to myself, what kind of what kind of video should I do? And I kept hearing Pete Buttigieg. And then I was like, for what, like president or something? They're like, president. So those are the voices that I kept hearing inside my head, and I knew that those were just my spirit guide, yeah, that's how you say it. It comes off weird when you're like 12 a.m. in the morning. But, yeah, so I kept hearing that, so I wanted to do a video on that. So what I did have, is this, I'm going to start off with my dream and then the vision, so you kind of have, like, the context. Before we begin, this is for entertainment purposes only. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, this will be the part where I have the introduction, but I don't know what I'm doing, so there is no introduction. So let's get right into it. Alright, so what happened was I was sitting down on this couch, actually, but it was upstairs, and I was sitting down like this. I closed, listened to some really deep third eye meditation, and what ended up happening was is I ended up falling into a trance, and I don't know if I must have watched something that with Trump in it or whatnot, but this was before the Democratic primary, or when they were starting up, and Joe Biden just announced his candidacy, but Pete Buttigieg didn't. It was the week before Pete Buttigieg announced, just to spread some positive white light protection. It smells like a smoker's home. Anyway, sorry. If you are a smoker, I do not discriminate against you. I just don't like the smell of smoke in general. Oh, that's not normal. There's smoke coming out of the other side. Do you see it? That is not normal. How is that on fire? I don't know. Honestly, it's not the first time I did that either way. But so what ended up happening was, sorry, sidetracked. Okay, so I sat down on the couch. I closed my eyes, third eye meditation, and what ended up happening was it was almost like a Cass Peter moment, if you will, so to speak. And so I was laying down, and I saw like this vision, and the first thing that popped up was like election night. I don't know the year specifically, but I assumed it was this year only because the motto was no joke. That was not the motto. The motto was, here we go again, and then with like that very tired emoji, like, I'm so tired of this, I just want it to be over kind of thing. And so I assumed it had to do with Trump and that they just want it to be over with. And so, anyways, going further, it was like election night, and I remember watching the TV, and it was open. It was like election night. And so the first state that popped up was Florida, and Florida was very competitive, but Trump was expected to win, or he was leading there by 4%, and then North Carolina he was leading North Carolina more than what he wanted in 2016, so he won it by around 4%, so he was going to win it by 5 or something. Then we have Ohio, and Ohio, he was like winning by, I think, like more than 2016. Don't hold me to it. But, yeah, so also I saw, like, there was going to be somebody who was going to go up against this other Republican. And the guy who was going to go up against him was a 35-year-old, or somebody who was very young, in his early 30s. Well, late 30s, because he's, like, 35 older. And, his VP pick was going to be a woman. So I already knew there was going to be a woman no matter what. But it was a woman that very closely aligned like Hillary. Almost had like Hillary energy, so I thought it was like Elizabeth Warren. And it was really scary because I was telling Lilac Lanta Terrell and Scott Spiels from Essence. And I was telling him about this, and Scott told me, like, oh my god, like, I always thought Pete Buttigieg was going to be president. But that was going a little too far ahead, but I just want to give you a little context there. Yeah, so I was telling them, like, oh my god, this is really crazy. I don't know how I got this dream. Now, this was, like, 2 years ago, but I just told them about this vision or dream, like, a week ago, and I told Lilac yesterday. But anyway, yeah, so what ended up happening was, it was election night and blah, blah, blah. Trump was leading, and, no, I mean, the Republican challenger was leading. But there is one or two different things. So whoever wins in the summer, like in terms of national polling, whoever polls by more than 10% or something like that, double digits, if you know what I'm speaking, anyone who polls more than that, they will see them losing the White House come in the fall. And, so whatever party, leaves. And I saw, like, the Democrats or the Republicans have both equal opportunity. The reason why they will lose the White House if they let it in the summer is because the party that leaves is the one that's going to take the biggest hit when it comes to the October surprise. And the October surprise was actually what we call the baby scandal, which is basically where, I know this is really disgusting, so this is a little explicit, but the October surprise that it was that the baby scandal where people who are in positions of power, how would I put this? Have sexual things or do sexual things with newborn babies, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's the baby scandal. And it ties to both parties, but the party that leads would be the party that takes the biggest hit, even though the other party tied. So, it's not good. The reason why the young candidate is not going to be the one that kind of gets the hit, but he's going to be the one that's going to have a little trouble, is because his VP pick is going to come off almost like a Hillary energy, and so they may retaliate against that. And, yeah, it was kind of crazy, that dream, but I wanted to do a reading on whether or not Pete Buttigieg was going to be president or something like that. I thought that would be very interesting read to check out. I don't know, I always thought that, I knew Biden was the safe choice. He really was, not going to lie. He is the safe choice for America. Even though he lost 2 presidential runs, well, he lost no, most of them were primaried, if you know what I mean. They were primaried. We do have the hermit, so he was in a hermit mode. I feel like he was a hermit. He wasn't able to win in 1988 primary and then 2008 primary against Barack Obama. And so I do see that Biden will do better because this is what his life purpose was to go up against Trump, to get him out, really. There's the Queen of Wands, so I do feel like there's a Kamala here, like she's saying, hello. I don't know why I did that voice. I apologize if I hurt your ears. Alright, Spirit, tell me, is Pete Buttigieg gonna, be president? Is he ever gonna be elected president? I'm really curious about this. I really want to know if my dream will come true. I don't know if it's a dream. It's more so like a vision. Because I remember it vividly. Sorry, I just want to make sure because my shoulder is very weak. So, yeah, it's going to hurt. Because I can't move it, so I need surgery. Yeah, the recovery process is not good. Okay. Spirit, tell me. Spirit tell me. Is Pete Buttigieg gonna be elected president of the United States? Is Pete Buttigieg? I have a feeling if the worst case scenario and Joe Biden had to step out, the first one I saw when I first started card was wishful thinking. Maybe I really wanted him because he was a homosexual. I have no idea. Partly because maybe I'm gay, so I kind of wanted like somebody else to be gay. I don't know. I'm just throwing myself under the bus for this. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna, like I said in my introduction, I'm always gonna make sure I'm honest with people. I'm always gonna make sure I tell them the truth. So that's why I mentioned that it could be because I'm gay. You know? Because you never know. Okay, let's not. Okay. Is Pete Buttigieg. Okay, that was on May. But this card came. Oh, these two cards came out. Okay, this card. I'm gonna leave this card. Then I'm gonna take these. Alright, I think we have enough cards. I think we do. At least. Alright. So we have these two cards that came out over here. We have this one that flew above the wishful thinking. We have these three. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. Okay, so here we have wishful thinking. Somebody who's looking at a cup, almost like a fool. But I do see this is somebody very young, who's not really mature enough to be president, but they have the aspiration to be. Like, they do have the, almost like the aspiration to do it, if you know what I mean. So we do have here that his core policy, when he does do this, is he's going to be helping the poor. I do feel like he is going to be somebody who's going to be helping people with COVID and stuff like that. So if he does not be president, he will be playing a very big role in helping America when it comes to the unemployment and like key benefits, almost like Social Security and stuff like that, food benefits and stuff like that. We do see here, like, this is his ambition, this is who he was. He can be the new leader because if in a couple of my readings, I don't know if you read it, like I think the one I just premiered recently, this would be the new leader. This is the leader that I saw coming in. I could be wrong. There's so many in the cards in the deck that look so similar. But I'm pretty sure it might be the Knight of Swords. I don't remember my dream. I don't remember my readings. I'm sorry. But I think this might be Pete Buttigieg. I really do. Like, he's coming in, like, strong, you know. Like, oh. You can't see my muscles because, like, I got a shirt on. But, you know, I got some muscles, I think. I don't know. Tell that to my shoulder. Okay. Alright, so we do have here is that there's an agreement, but it's not being made right now. I do feel like if Pete Buttigieg was to be president, he will have to be president under Biden. Biden will have to make an agreement. Now, the only way this will work, and other people mention this, even Scott mentioned it, is if Pete Buttigieg was to be the nominee, Kamala Harris cannot be the nominee. The reason is for that is she is running on the VP ticket. Until they are inaugurated into the White House, she will remain a VP nominee. And therefore, if one nominee sets down, the main one, it doesn't mean the VP moved up. It just means the VP was elected and nominated to be in the VP slot. So now they need to nominate somebody else, and this is like almost like a worst case scenario that Pete Buttigieg will have the opportunity to do it. I don't see it right now, but there is something in the future that he could potentially be if Biden somehow feels like he can't do it anymore, something along those lines. That will come into play, and Pete Buttigieg very well may be the nominee coming into this election. So keep that in mind. I don't know how this came in. I think this came in reverse. I'm not sure. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So we have 8 of stories here, and this is normally somebody who victimized themselves. This is somebody who tied themselves up, you know, blindfold themselves, and just say, I'm a victim. Don't look at me, I'm just a victim. You know, that kind of thing, like the helpless. thing. No, this is the reverse. That's not who he is. He's not that person that everyone thinks he is, that he is like this victim of like, I don't know, like abuse or some shit. Pardon, from like abused, I guess in Indiana. I'm getting really a big draw to Mike Pence's policy on electrocuting children based on their sexual orientation. So I do see that, or maybe people think, oh well, he's just running against Mike. Well, I think there's more on the Republican side. Oh, he's just running against like Trump because Pence tried to electrocute him or something like that. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, Mike Pence did try to electrocute gay kids, so I wouldn't see why he will run against their policies to help better the lives of LGBTQ members. But this is on top of the wishful thinking. Oh, wishful thinking. He really wants Trump out of the White House. He really does. This is basically his wish. He wants to see them out on the street with the money in the hands of the government. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Really is. But I also said that the Democrats too. Like he wants some Democrats out, maybe like the progressive wing. But I do see a lot of blue here. Weird. All right. Here we have the Ace of Swords. He very well can be president. Like I said, like he is divinely going to be president if there was ever something to happen to Biden. He is the one that will be the next president of the United States. So Biden may never be, or he may never be president, because you can be presidential nominee and be elected. You could be president-elect and VP presidential-elect. Doesn't mean there's a line of succession, and because of that, then the Democratic Party would not need to nominate a new candidate. And the next moderate one is Pete Buttigieg. And so I do feel like there's a crown here. He's being offered by the divine that he will take Biden's rightful place as president. Because as you see here, there's a lot of green, happiness, and passion, and love. So when he does, there's going to be a lot of love. Because on the side of it, it came out on the side of where the Knight of Swords. So he does have this opportunity. There is an opportunity here. He can very well be president. Yeah, so this is, I saw this as kind of Trump, like Trump upside down. So right after Trump is gone, we may find out something that, about his tax returns that may very well make or break this entire thing. I just feel like, because there's almost like a money hoarder. Like, this is almost like someone's hoarding money. I don't know what it is. I do feel like someone's hoarding money. I do feel like it looks like Pete Buttigieg a little bit like he's hoarding money. Maybe in the sense that maybe he's trying to keep the money out of the hands of the Republican Party, of trying to like maybe steal from Americans, perhaps. I want to get clarity on that. Okay, Spirit, tell me, can I have a clarity on that Four of Pentacles card, please? Can I have some clarity on that Four of Pentacles? Okay, of all cards, is what we got. I think it's the 10 of Swords, if I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have 10. We have the 10 of Swords. It's almost like he's trying to prevent somebody from being backstabbed. I feel like if there was a scandal, it would be about his money. I don't know why. I feel like he's tied into something. Is that true? Is Pete Buttigieg tied into corrupt money? No? Okay, and then what does this mean? It is Trump money? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, so this is Trump money. This is not Buttigieg. Okay, so yeah, we do have a Tower moment reversed, so it's not him. It's not him. Which is really interesting. I mean, this is a really interesting spread to have for Pete Buttigieg. I do see there is a lot of potential for him to very well be the next president of the United States. So don't count him out, really. This is not how he's feeling. I feel like he wants the presidency, but he's upset that it was taken away. Like, I felt like if COVID didn't happen, Pete Buttigieg very well could have been the candidate. He could have very well been the candidate, but because of COVID, it has screwed a lot of things up. It really has. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I have seen that Trump may not very well last this month. I don't see him after my birthday, which is October 30th. I really don't see him. I want to ask, what about Joe Biden? Oh, sorry. We do have the magician card reversed. So he can very well manifest it if he wants to. He very well, but he's not. He's choosing not to. He's choosing not to. No. Because this is the first card of the deck. It's the very first card. Alright, Spirit, tell me. You're the deck. Oh, hold on. I don't want to burn the candle. Okay. Spirit, tell me. Is Pete Buttigieg... is Joe Biden going to be presidential-elect? Is Joe Biden going to be presidential-elect but end up leaving? And will Pete Buttigieg take his place? Spirit, tell me, is Joe Biden going to be presidential-elect but end up leaving before the inauguration and Pete Buttigieg will take his place? Is that true? Spirit, tell me. Is that true? Is that true? Would Pete Buttigieg take Joe Biden's place if something were to happen before the inauguration? Would Pete Buttigieg take his place? Would Pete Buttigieg take his place? I don't know how that would work, because it's almost like he will be the first president to be elected, but never be elected by the American people, if you know what I mean. Well, he wouldn't be the first. He'll be the second. Because, well, if Mike Pence becomes president, which he very well can be, we could see another General Ford, or have the most General Fords, and that's so to speak, where they've never been elected by the American people. Well, they have, but never for that specific office, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, Nancy Pelosi becoming president. Like, she'd never been elected to that office, but, you know, I don't know what happened. Alright, I don't really see I'm getting any cards. Oh! Okay, we do have this over here. I don't know why that card flew, but I guess. It's been reversed. It's an end of a cycle. I feel like there's not an end of a cycle yet. There's a lot that Joe Biden still needs to do before Pete Buttigieg can take his place. I don't really... Yeah, no. So, there are opportunities here that were given to him, but I feel like he turned them down. Like, he could have taken Joe Biden's place, but he turned them down. Or that when Joe Biden is elected, he may very well turn it down. He may very well turn it down. This is somebody who's not paying attention, looking at the 3 cups, but is not looking at what is being offered. Because like I said, you do get this. He can very well become the next president. He's being offered an opportunity, but as of right now, he is not acknowledging it and not looking at it. He can very well become the next president of the United States. Very well can. Spirit, tell me, is Joe Biden going to be leaving, or is Joe Biden going to be elected? Yeah, he is, because he's looking at the country, he's looking at the destruction. I don't know if you've seen if you've seen this reading before, but I did a reading on that, and I saw that card came up, and I saw, like, destruction, you know. He's looking on a lot of green, so I could kind of see this is more like a California card, if you know. Because he's looking at all, like, the dried and drought, if you look here closely. Like, there's a lot of dry and drought. Yeah, we do have a lot of upside downs here. I don't know why. A lot of reverses. But there's a lot of struggle here. There's a lot of strife. There's a lot of things that need to go right for him to be elected president. So this is one of my vision/political dreams that I had that I mentioned in the description that I will be doing. So this is the reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming on to my channel. I really hope you like it. Don't forget to share with other people. I really would appreciate that. I want to say thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for more content such as this. Don't also forget to, in the comments below, to put down other suggestions of what you want to see, because that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Love you all.